The most break-even trader of all time returns today with a fat L. Yeah, nah. Today was a little bit of a stinker for me. I can't lie, but that's what the review is about. That's what reviewing's for. Is to get better and learn from it. So let's get into today's trade. I'll bring up my Notion. There we go. Hope you can see that. So I'm going to show you what my bias was for the start of the day. I took this trade on live. No, I didn't. I live streamed for like 2 hours and then I hopped off, and then I happened to hop back on the charts on New York Lunch Open, just checking what's happening. And I eventually took that trade. So yeah, you're going to see what happened there. But here was my bias coming into today. I already low-key, like, I just wanted to trade today. I could feel it inside me. I just had a fucking urge to trade. So I had a bit of FOMO. I had a bit of like, I kind of just want to be in a trade, and I knew subconsciously like that was happening. So it should have been a defo step away from the markets after New York AM, and I know that. I know I messed up on that. As you can see here, I wrote down in my journal, FOMO. I was frustrated because I haven't traded, and coming in today, I actually just wanted to trade. So that's never a good emotion to have starting off the day. But trade recap: we lost about $810 across the 3 funded accounts, and another like 2K total across all the evals. So not a terrible loss. Like it was less than a full risk loss, but still a loss that could have been avoided nonetheless. But anyway, let's get into it. So on both ES and NQ, we were just dumping. Right, we dumped around 1,000 points on open. Not on open, on last night and the day before. So clearly we were bearish coming into the day. Just I'm not going to be taking no longs after dumping down like that and just respecting all the bearish PD arrays, disrespecting all the bullish ones. So that was a fairly obvious daily bias for me there. If we zoom in a little bit on the lower time frame, we can see on the 15 minute, I believe this is, some stacked low resistance liquidity. If I went on the lower time frame as well, you would have seen that that was generated liquidity. So I really wanted that to get swept out on open. We had London highs here, buy side liquidity. We had a 15 minute intermediate high here with a 1 hour gap. Any of these wanting to get in trade into, so I want market to open up. As I drew out here, I want the market to open up, take out at least some of this liquidity, you know, fill in some of these key levels. I wanted to take out those accumulation zone highs. And then I wanted to short down from there. So I was not looking to long today whatsoever. But so yeah, that was my bias coming in for the day. There was nothing wrong with that bias. I'm happy with how I drew it out. I don't think there's anything that I didn't see really. Yeah, so let's get into what actually happened. Essentially, New York did exactly that, exactly what I wanted it to do. We didn't get any retracement up on any of these key levels here. So let me just open up the chart. Spoilers for the trade. Let me just open up the chart. So New York opened up here, took out all of these key levels, all of this shit. We got no retracement whatsoever. We kind of just pumped for the first hour of market, and then we got an S&T at this internal high, 1 hour fair value gap. We didn't actually obviously touch it, as you can see there. We didn't fill it, so just started shorting from there. I didn't take any trades here because I didn't really like the look of anything. Price was just chopping around. There wasn't anything indicating like a great setup here. So although all of our key levels got hit, all of the shit that I wanted to see get ran did get run on ES at least, and then we had a bearish S&T obviously on NQ. There was no setup in AM session for me, so I got off, I hopped off the charts, cleared my head a little bit, and then I happened to just sit back down on my desk and New York Lunch opened, so I thought, fuck it, I'll have a little look, which is just the first sign of something wrong in my emotions. Like I shouldn't just be browsing, you get me? I should just be either locked in, wanting to trade or not. At this point, I was done. I was frustrated. It's fucking boiling. I'm still sweating right now. It's boiling in my room. It's boiling in the UK at the minute, so just not in a clear headspace. And then basically, all that happened is New York Lunch opened up higher. We retraced into a 30-minute gap and had a clean bearish inverse here, if you can see that. Clean 1 minute IFVG here, entered off of that, stop at this swing high, targeting for a 2 RR roughly. And yeah, it was just not a probable setup at the end of the day. Like We didn't have any S&Ts, no CISD, no higher time frame narrative confirmation really. It was an okay trade, but the main thing was time alignment. So I do backtest New York lunch and I do take trades in New York lunch and they normally work out, but given the price action we had today, one, I should have just been off the charts already, and two, especially at New York lunch, I shouldn't have been looking to take any trades. So that's where I went wrong today. Time alignment and just recognizing when conditions are a bit shit and just knowing when to step away was my mistake today. Yeah, it was rough. I can't lie. After this loss, I was a bit vexed. I was a bit tilted because you spend hours on the charts only to get a loss, only to fucking be annoyed at yourself. But it was a tough day for me today. So I just took myself to the gym straight after this, cooled my head off a little bit. I'm back from the gym now. I did my little recap. We've learned from this. Time frame alignment's always been something that I've never really paid too much attention to, but obviously now I know that it's just so important. You gotta I trade New York Open for about an hour or two. If there's nothing presented itself and it's not within this kill zone here from 4 p.m, I'm not really interested in it. It means price delivery is not great if I haven't got too much of an entry in there. 9 times out of 10 I just shouldn't be trading past this, but definitely in a day like today. So that was a lesson that I learned from today. At least I de-risked a little bit, so not all is lost. Coming after it again tomorrow. Hopefully a W, hopefully balancing out the statistic a little bit, because this challenge 0 to 10k in payouts on TikTok and Insta has a little bit of a wash start, to be honest, but nothing that I can't fix. Man. Yeah, I appreciate you boys watching. As always, let me know anything you want to talk about or want to know in the comments, any trades you took, all that shit. I'm most active in my Discord if you're not in there yet, so join up in bio. I've got all my socials in there as well, anything you need to know. Currently, right now, if you're watching this video today, there's still 40% off of Alpha Futures, and I'm doing a giveaway of 2 50k accounts for whoever used my code today. So if you are watching this on the day, make sure you grab your accounts and send me a DM. I'll get you straight in that giveaway for the 2 50k. So appreciate you boys watching. Simple one today, but something to learn from, definitely. Man, I just gotta stick to A plus settles. It's as simple as that. It literally is simple as that, and stop getting FOMO. But I'm doing all these trades live every single day on TikTok, so you can watch me trade live. Hopefully not make mistakes, but if I do make mistakes, you can watch me learn from them. And you're gonna watch me get my first payout. I guarantee it. Soon come. Alright, love for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.